Hello, my name is Munimul Hassan. Today we will discuss what is the importance of being a reviewer in any international conference or any ISI index journal, and what are the ways like how you can become a reviewer. So first of all, reviewing is a voluntary activity, and but it comes with a lot of benefits. I myself is a reviewer of like more than 35 ISI index journals and more, and I have reviewed for more than 15 conferences, but it comes with a lot of other benefits as well. For example, first of all, it enhances your learning. For example, whenever you are reviewing for any journal, for any conferences, you are actually criticizing or critiquing anyone else's work, and you are like pointing out that this should be increased, this should be increased, this specific thing should be increased in the work. And when you point out to others, you actually end up being you can say improving that thing in your own paper or in your own articles or in your own work. So first and the foremost important point while reviewing for a journal or a conference is you learn a lot, and you learn a lot of other things. For example, like how to present, how to make, or you can say write a good research paper, what thing you should not discuss in a paper, or what thing should be added in a paper. So you, it is basically a self learning process. The second thing is you get recognition from a lot of places. For example, you can make up your account on Publons, where you can count your number of reviews. For example, like if you have been reviewing for a journal for, like, let's say you have reviewed 50 papers of a journal, you can mark it as a milestone or an achievement that you have reviewed for this journal, and you can count all these publication and show them to Word on different platforms. For example, like Publons is one of the platform. I will try to post the link as well. And the third thing is, it is helpful for future opportunities as well. For example, like if you are reviewing for a journal, you are a good reviewer, and you get outstanding reviewer certificate, or you can say good reviewer certificate from certain journals. Or even if you are reviewing for a journal, you can mention it on your CV, on your LinkedIn profile, on your web page, and multiple other platforms as well, that you are reviewing for that specific journal, and you get a lot of opportunities. For example, if you are in a master's student or you are a PhD student, and you want to apply for further, you can say, research based opportunities, so this reviewing experience will definitely help you out to find other opportunities. For example, you are a PhD student, you are ending your PhD, and you are a reviewer of 3 or 4 journals. You can mention it in your profile that you review for these journals. So if you are going for a postdoc or certain other research based opportunity, this will be a very very big plus. No doubt it's a voluntary activity, but it's a big plus when you are finding future opportunities. So this is like what are the benefits. Let's move towards like how to become a reviewer. The first thing, or you can say the most important step of being a reviewer or how to become a reviewer, is normally good supervisors are can say editors or associate editors or editor in chief of certain reputed journals, and they teach their students how to become a reviewer. I would not recommend any bachelor student to become a reviewer, or even a first year master student as well, until unless you have started your thesis, or you have done some very good quality research, then you should be becoming a reviewer. And good supervisors normally teach their students that how to become a reviewer. You can, if your supervisor or your masters or PhD supervisor is editor of some specific journal, you can request them that I want to become a reviewer for this journal. Or if you have published some considerable amount of work, for example, you have published in a specific journal of IEEE under your supervisor, then you can request them that you have got enough research basics that you can become a reviewer, and then you should be reviewing, and then your supervisor teaches you that how you should review, and there are proper sessions with, you can have proper sessions with your supervisor. The next way is you can log into reviewer accounts of any journal, like, or any transaction, but they will not allow you to review until or unless some specific editor invites you to review. Normally editors of good venues do not invite people to review randomly, because it's a very, you can say, you can say a very hectic process. Or you can specifically if you are starting your review journey, you have to give a lot of time to enhance your review. Therefore, normally editors do not invite random people for review. But if you can send an email to editors that you want to review for this journal, you already have a review account, and you can mention that you have this much number of publication in this journal, or you have got like this much strong research profile that you are eligible enough, or you are eligible, that you should be considered for review. So these are two ways. And the third way is you can make your profile strong enough. For example, try to publish in very good venues, try to publish in good transaction of IEEE, ACM good transactions, and certain other good journals, and make your profile strong enough so that editors, so that whenever you apply for any review, you can say to any editor or any specific position of a reviewer, then you don't get rejected. So these are the three ways that you can by which you can enhance your profile and how you can start reviewing. So, but in the end, I would also like to say that do not review until or unless you have got a good research profile, because it's a responsibility that you are checking others' work, and you are, you can say, commenting on others' work. So make sure that you are proficient enough in that field, and you are good enough to review a specific paper. Only if you are good enough, then you should be reviewing for that journal or that specific conference. That's all for today's video. Don't forget to ask if you have got any question. You can even inbox me, or you can ask me in the comments as well. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.